Well, guys, the Huntsville Demolition Derby was last night. And we took the figure 8 car. And this thing here is getting a little more and more hurt. There was quite a bit of rubbing. There was quite a bit of rubbing at this derby. But there was something other than rubbing, and it's called sabotage. I can't say 100% that we got saboteured, but I think we did. Now, I'm a little bit of a vehicle OCDs, so I know there's cotter pins on these ball joints and these tie rods, but right now there is not. Let's get this thing pushed off, picked up with the loader, put into the garage, and let's see what happened and talk about it. And maybe we're gonna have to put cameras up. I have no idea if anybody actually did anything to this. I know that I had the front end apart before I went there, and we're gonna talk about what broke, and I'm not accusing anybody of doing it because I have absolutely no evidence. Maybe randomly the nut stripped out without damaging any of the threads. I doubt it, but it could have. I have zero evidence, so I can't accuse anybody. I have zero hunches towards anybody that could have been. All I know is that it took me out of the race, and I know that there was a cotter pin there. Let's take this thing apart. So here we go. Here's the dilemma I'm gonna talk to you guys about. So what we're gonna do is, we got this thing up in here. We're gonna pull this tire off. So, some of you guys that watch this channel know that I really like cars. So I take a lot of pride in my derby cars. And sometimes I skip corners. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Let's get me my light up here. Okay. I don't know if you can see this from where you're sitting, but there is a messed up cotter pin here. And you want to know why that's there? Because I put that there. Let's take a look at this cotter pin. Oh, okay. Just gonna turn this around. So you see that cotter pin that is through that nut that is all messed up? I know that cotter pin's there because I put it there. Let's go take a look at the other side. Oh, so now, let's pull this driver's side apart. So what we're going to be looking for is a cotter pin. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? There's no cotter pin in there. No cotter pin at all. Tie rod is bent. Outer tie rod is messed up. Inner tie rod's messed up. Oh, is that a broken axle? Yes, it is. Look, this is all loose. Something happened over here, and it wasn't me. Somebody undid. You can see the cotter pin is still in there, but somebody undid this. And that's not nice. That is not nice at all.
That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
The tie rod is now bent. The axle's now broken. And you guys can see I've taken the care. I have all brand new brakes on this. You know, sabotage used to be something that happened quite a bit in the derby world. And then it stopped for a while. So we still really stopped thinking about it. So now, I guess it's back. This sucks. So we are going to be ordering an inner and outer tie rod and an axle for this thing because need to fix it. I definitely need to fix this. This is upsetting. I thought I was past this, you know. I thought I was past this all. Oh well. But other than that, the Huntsville, this is the aftermath of Huntsville, if I haven't said that already. The Huntsville Demolition Derby was good. The car count was amazing. It's been a while since I've seen heats of Mini. Pretty impressed. But the track has gotten so much better from last year. Still needs work. It's still very soft. They filled the whole track with like granite. So as you can see, there's like a fine dust in my tires. And it feels like broken glass all over you. It's a different type of track, the crushed granite, but much better than last year. Still not great. It's going to need a couple years to build up to be a good track. But I will say, Huntsville put the effort into that track, and I appreciate it. But I think that something has happened inside the pits that I wasn't aware. I spent a lot of time with Tabitha and Sawyer. So I really wasn't inspecting my car, but I guess I'm gonna have to start putting security cameras around my cars because this sucks. There's even cotter pins in the lower ball joints. So like, I definitely put all these things back together. I know I did, but like, no. This has got tampering written all over it. They are hard to get at with the tire on there, I will say that, but I think if you just loosened the nut off a couple turns and sheared that cotter pin, I bet you it would have came loose over a race or two. So maybe this wasn't done in Huntsville. Maybe it was done before that and it's just taken this long for it to come apart. But I don't know. This isn't nice, guys. There's definitely some Stinky Pete action going on around here. So we need to order an axle, inner and outer tie rods, and probably some security cameras. So other than that, the car did really good. I think that the very soft granite, crushed granite, really slowed the car down, but not much you can do. You know what? You can drive as good as you want, but if your tie rod falls apart and then your axle snaps. I was in the lead and I was just biding my time. I was not even giving it hard. I was coming out of the corners. I was being smart. I was in the lead by about a little over half a lap. So then that way the guy, I was trying to time the crosses right so that way he wouldn't T-bone me. I tried to do everything so that I was playing smart. I was using my brain. I don't do that very often in the derby world, but I do have a brain and sometimes I use it.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
But it was definitely nice going back to the Huntsville track. It is a far drive north in the fall, and the colors are beautiful. The competition that is there is all really nice, friendly guys. They are, I find Northerners have some of the nicest personalities, and they go out of your way to say hello. I had a guy there with a Hyundai that got hit, and he said it just turned off. So I spent close to 20 minutes trying to get his Hyundai running. I had another guy there that I brought a Cavalier, but he brought a Camry, and as he was backing off his trailer, he broke an axle. I said, well, what a coincidence. I have a spare axle and his strut was bent. I was like, I have a strut. I got all the sockets. I got the impacts. I got everything needed to fix your axle to get out there. So then we put a GoPro in his car and he ended up winning his heat, and then he got kind of tangled in the feature. But like the quality of people were there. Like I would like to do a couple more Northern Derbies next year. I would love to make it up to Massey or Cap, some of those Northern Derbies, because I think that the quality of the people is there. I think like they're a much more friendly, inviting. It's not this like want to punch you in the face in the pit sometimes, which happens down here in Southern Ontario. I bet you in Northern Ontario there are some nasty people, but everybody I've met in Northern Ontario is the most friendliest people in the world, and they just want to help you. And that's what I like about the derbies, is people helping people. So you know what? I helped Brett get into the mini smash. I tried to help this guy fix his Hyundai Elantra. I was talking to a couple people there that had Ford Fusions. I helped a girl in youth. I put a GoPro in her car. She did amazing. It was an overall great day at Huntsville, and it was a great day to spend with my family. So even though we had some bad luck with the figure 8 car, we still had a great day, a great weekend, and I will definitely be going back. But I do need that track to firm up a bit more. I highly doubt you're watching, promoters of Huntsville, but maybe, like, you know, if you spray some stuff on there to compact a little bit more, I wouldn't be angry. But thanks for watching, guys. And I do have to say, though, the track is 100 times better than last year. And we'll see you guys back here later on Zach's Workshop. And I think that is the last race for this car this year. Unless I get all these parts in and then some random figure 8 race comes up, I think that's going to be the last race for this car. So, time to go into winter storage. Maybe I can build a new one for next year and learn some stuff from this. Like, I think I made it way too heavy, but I think that how heavy it is helping me because I do drive like an idiot. I think that I did not put enough stuff in the back, so I think next time I'm going to take some of this and move it back there, because the back of the car is not even attached anymore. But there's a lot to do. I think that because of some sabotage that happened, I know it happened. We're going to be going through and double checking all the bolts on this thing, all the subframe bolts, all the cotter pins, everything, because I want to make sure it's ready when the time comes that I can just hop in it, push that button, this car will start, drive on the trailer, and it will perform. That's what I want out of this car. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a pretty good day, and yeah. See you back here tomorrow.